All right, guys, welcome back. We are playing four-color Aluren, featuring Academy Rector. This is round 4. Hand's a little sketch, but we have Astrolabe to fix our mana. We're on the draw. We have Brainstorm, and we have Force of Will, so easy keep for me. Plains, Mother Runes. How much do I care about that? Probably not too much. It doesn't kill you, and then because this is a combo deck, we don't have to worry about plowing through everything that they do. Cavern Harpy is a good pickup. If they play Thalia, I might not even force it. Although I might. Stops me from forcing things down the road, huh? I will force pitching Ice-Fang Coatl. This is rough if they have a Stoneforge follow-up or that's an interesting one. Lands are good. Lands are pretty good. I don't know how to get this to die yet is the problem. Decay probably is bad versus everything else though. If I have 4 lands, I probably don't need this. They have port though. I'm gonna put back this. This is only good against Stoneforge equipment, of which there's very little. There's only 2. I'm gonna put back these 2 and just fetch an island and ponder. We're basically just looking for Aluren at this point. I guess Cabal Therapy too, but really Aluren. Recruiter, Brainstorm. Those are both very good. I could draw these 2, fetch this away. Could also keep it if they decide to port me a lot. I'm going to keep this. Recruiter lets you win with Aluren in play, so that's good. Obviously, Uro lets you win with Aluren in play, plus Cavern Harpy. But, I mean, I'm going to cast this Uro. I just want to get ahead. Although, okay, so they don't have Karakas in hand. That's good to know. They could have swords, but they can't swords now. Drawing Aluren means that I am... Or, sorry, drawing Recruiter means that I don't need to keep the arrow in hand anyway. And escaping it in the future will be good. Because if they swords it, you gain a ton of life. And if they don't have Karakas yet, because I would have played it to protect the Thalia. Second Recruiter. Fine. Not needed right now. Could serve as a reasonable roadblock. Oh, that's kind of brutal. Second port. But, again, not the end of the world. We will float mana if they port the first one in the upkeep. And then if they port the second one in the upkeep, we will cast Brainstorm. If they let us go to draw, we're going to let the mana fade. I don't think this force is very good. If they port us here, yeah, so we're just going to Brainstorm now. Looking for lands, obviously. Okay, so this we said is bad. I think this is worse than Recruiter. Yeah, it is. So obviously we will see what we draw, but if we draw a land, we have to escape Uro. If we don't, we can either play Uro or Recruiter. It is unclear which one's better. They play their own recruiter. So we definitely get to escape Uro. That's very good. Mirror Crusader. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. I am going to fetch an upkeep. I'm going to get... guess I'll get an island here. We'll see if they port or not. All right, they do. It's fine. Could play this and preserve the fetch. That actually seems reasonable. Yeah. If we find Cabal Therapy, we get to Recruiter for Rector, and then Rector for the Aluren. I kind of don't want to give them the extra mana. Because they can use it a lot better with the 3 ports. So I'm going to hold that in hand for now. So they have Crusader, 3 unknowns. Wow, that's brutal. So now what I want to do, I guess, is Recruiter for Coatl, because this potentially gives me a flying threat to take over. But man, that was rough. One, two, three, four, five, six. Or maybe I just want to play an escape Uro this turn. Just because they're going to have, so they have 3 unknowns now, 4, 5. They have 5 looks at like a Flicker Wisp or a Swords to Plowshares. That's so many looks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I guess it's not even guaranteed that I can escape the Uro. Man, that's really rough. That's really rough. I think I'm going to go for the... I'm behind now. I'm going to go for the higher upside play. It's no good. I'm going to play this out. I don't envision myself blocking with it. Although blocking with it does let me escape Uro. It's kind of close. I just felt like Recruiter for Coatl by itself was just very unlikely to connect this turn. Obviously, giving my opponent 2 more draw steps is not ideal either, but I don't know. It didn't feel right, if that makes any sense. I'm not going to block that. If they port me, obviously I'll go Coatl to draw a card. Especially because like they missed a land drop, so they have 4 spells in hand. Like, it just feels so likely that there's a Swords of Plowshares. Oh, okay. Well, I don't care too much about that. In fact, it lets me escape Uro, so it might not even be good for them to do. That looks like what they're calculating right now. Yeah. Opponent's been playing pretty well. So I will just play Coatl now. Green, blue. Just get that max mana efficiency. Whew. I think we have to go for that. Like, come on. They can't swords. Flicker Wisp is the only thing that they can do. And I get to lead on... Oh, no. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's better to lead on Harpy or Recruiter. So let's say I play Harpy, and in response I play Flicker Wisp. I can Recruiter, but I can't do anything to... I can't do anything to win the game. Although I guess Aluren just comes back in end step, and I still win the game. All right, let's just play this. We're going to start with Harpy. And just draw a few cards first to see if we find like a second Recruiter. All right, so now we do this. Most decks will play 3 more Flicker Wisp and 1 more Recruiter. So if the last 4 cards were like 2 things to interrupt us, that's kind of annoying. But again, I still think we actually just combo at the end of turn. Oh my god, that's right. I forgot about this. Fuck. That's so frustrating here. All right, I'm gonna do this and hope to peel like totally forgot about the Revoker. I have to worry a little bit about the damage they can deal to me. So let's think they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the board. But I can block some number of it. I can block 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, I don't know. We're going to... Alright, so let's do this just to pull spells out of the deck. We can't cast them right now, obviously, because... I think I'm going to go down to like... I think I'm gonna go down to like 5. Actually, I mean, the Crusader can be blocked by a lot of these things. I'm gonna have more creatures in play. This might not be correct, but basically I want to find Uro. I guess there's already one in the graveyard. Justice have not been kind. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. All right, so let's think. So they have 1, 2, 3. So they're gonna have 3 in the air because I give this pro something. So I can't go to 3. Okay, so but this can find Niambi. And then an end step. What do I get to do? Things. I don't know. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Is there a learn or yeah. So there's 2. There's 2 recruiters. I'm gonna do this one. There's 2 recruiters. There's 2 Uro, and there's 1 Niambi that just win the game instantly. All right. It's really annoying that we drew 10 cards and missed on our 5-outer. Plus a bunch of redraws, like more of these were free. So it's like a 5-outer in a, like 30, 29 card deck. So let's get Niambi. So this bounces. Wait. Oh, I'm so stupid. Well, stupid's a little bit of an overstatement, but okay. So I gotta really start playing fast. So cast with Aluren. Okay. Return this to hand. Cast with Aluren. Always yield. Yes. I think it was still right to go down, but I should have gone down to 1 because oh man, I'm getting time on this match, aren't I? And the problem is I have to do this, like I have to gain all my life now because I can't return the Cavern Harpy when I want to. So I'm gonna go up to like 27. I'm going to try and save targets. I don't think it works. I think Niambi is a little bit bugged on Magic Online with the... and save targets. Yes. All right, let's try this. Yeah, so you still have to choose the targets. It's not working properly. The always yes doesn't work either. So yeah, we're gonna go like 27. All right, last one. This is gonna bounce Recruiter. Which is gonna get Recruiter. Just gonna get Recruiter. Might have been dumb. This is going to get Ice-Fang Coatl. Basically what I need is a way to kill the Revoker, which means I can get a second. I need to find a second Decay and or an Oko. What is this targeting? Okay, sure. I'm gonna bounce this. What am I supposed to do here? Can draw one more card? No, I'm just gonna end the turn. Second mom, that's frustrating. So the problem now is I need to find both. I'm gonna do this now. Oh, sorry, there was one more Uragon. I don't know how much it matters. I'm gonna get rid of one therapy, get rid of two therapies. This card doesn't do anything. Okay. This game got weird. Do I care about that? Not really. It's kind of good for me, actually. Protection from all colors. Maybe I should have. Depends what they're going to target. I probably should have forced that. I just didn't want them to like have swordsman up or something. So what I can do is I could bounce this. I think I just let that die. That's also fine. Okay, so, because now they only have one Mother of Runes, so I need to find the other Decay. It's pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have enough to cast both. Oh, but not with Force of Wills. So I could Therapy first, but then Force of Wills down. Let's Therapy first. I think that's worth it. Oh, no, that's bad. We're gonna name another Phyrexian Revoker. It's fine. We just get to do it in end step. Does that matter? No. Also don't care. Actually, they probably would have played the Revoker. Let's name Recruiter. Cool. Okay, so they are dead. So green, black, whatever. Do it again. Green, black. Oh my god. I guess this doesn't matter. I just do it in end step. It matters for clock. Ugh. Alright, sure. So again, gotta go fast. Yeah, I took way too much time thinking this game. Okay, now they're dead, so I can auto yield to this. God, there's this. There's. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. Whatever. Oh my god, I keep doing this. Ay. I shouldn't get so frustrated because, you know, playing correctly is more important than losing to time in theory, but I don't know. I feel like this should be a pretty favorable matchup for me, and it's just going to be a pity to lose to time. Okay, 4 minutes. Can I win in 4 minutes? Probably not, but we'll try our best. Decay, Leovold, Plague, back to basics, these. So we're gonna obviously turbo out, you know, you're gonna try and turbo out the combo. So I'm just gonna cut all the forces. Normally I wouldn't leave this in, have to leave it in. No, you can't trim an Astrolabe, that's foolish. Trim one of these. Trim on a Ponder. Yeah, this is rough. Like, I want all these cards. Maybe we do just want this. Trim on Recruiter? Possible. We could trim on Removal, since we're just trying to combo quickly. I could see that being reasonable. This might be a liability, because they can flicker with first off and then it doesn't come back. So let's take that out. You can cut the Spellseeker. Yeah. Or we could cut the Oko. No, Oko's so good against them. Also, wait, it went quickly through damage. Alright, we'll do this. Obviously, Spellseeker can find things like swords and therapy, but I don't know. Alright, keep. Take off this stupid upkeep stuff. Aether Vial, sure. Get a forest. Land Explorer. If they didn't lead on Aether Vial, there was some chance that I would decay my Explorer just to ramp us both, but between Port and them having the Vial, they would just get the turbo out there. Game plan. It's a very good one. I'm fine with this trading with a mom. Oh, take off the stuff of mine stuff. So then going to decay this. In response, I'm going to kill the vial. Snow covered swamp. They get to vial in like Stoneford or something, but this stops them from. It slows down their tapping my stuff. I suppose Leovold also helps with that. Man, I would have just won so much faster if I'd found one of my 4 outs in the top, 11 cards in my library. A pity, to be sure. GTA. I kind of don't care about that. Actually, that's not true. GTA is very good. Leovold helps a little bit against it. They do have cracks for Leovold, though. Sure. That's a really good draw. Because now they're going to spend their whole turn equipping to Mirror and Crusader, and then I just get to swords it. Sure. Could be Sword of Fire and Ice. Hehe. What do we care more about? Probably the Revoker. Phyrexian Revoker. No, I'm going to wait a turn to cast this Aluren just because I can't wing it. I only have 1 random draw. This can't block anyway, so it might as well attack. So they have Flicker Wisp, Caracas, and then 1 unknown. Leovold's so good because it stops them from porting us. If they want to port us, they have to bounce Leovold, and then we draw a card. I think that's a perfectly reasonable trade. I'm actually... do I want to yield to their turn? No. Interesting. That's a bad draw. Oh! It blocks. I guess I should have yielded to their end step. Yield until next end step. Because now what I can do is play Koala end step, hopefully find a way to win the game. Ugh. Those were awful draws. Awful, awful. That's a good one, though. All right. YOLO. Sucks that was one of the 2 draw steps, but nothing you can do about that. One thing I wish you could do, this would be a nice quality of life update, is that you should be able to auto yield to your triggers while you don't have priority. There's no reason not to be able to do that. Because now I have to waste a second doing this. I'm guessing they find Revoker. Oh, they find Flicker Wisp. Okay. Wow, both their fucking draw steps were amazing. That's so insane. So I think I get Niambi still. Actually, the fact that I... Oh, that was really dumb. Because now they can kill this. Ah, stupid. Yeah, that was so dumb. Why did I play that right away? I should have waited. No, because then they could kill the recruiter instead. Oh, but I could have... I don't fucking know. Impossible to say. I'm going to yield till end of turn. I have nothing to play. I hate how it asks you for priority to block when you cannot block. Oh my god. Their draw steps were just absolutely insane. So now I can recruiter for Plague Engineer. What does this target? This doesn't matter, I just do it end of turn. So I would have won this game. Horror. We get Cavern Harpy. I guess there's some chance I would not have won the game. Because they have this flying guy in the air. Yeah. Hopefully Magic Online lets me draw at the end to oh, it's the man step. Whatever. Yeah. Alright, so let's see what we would have drawn. And then see if we would have won this game. God opponent's draws were actually insane. Oh man, it's not gonna let me. That's so frustrating. We would have gotten 7 looks at a row. Oh well. That's very frustrating. All right. First time I've timed out in like 2 years. It's a little annoying, but Aluren is a hard deck to play, especially on Magic Online. I think in paper I would have won reasonably well. All right, the daddy plays Dredge. Can't beat Dredge. At least not game 1. Keep. Bottom this. We're going to fetch a Bayou, play Therapy, and name Breakthrough. Well, they're on 4. Maybe we can get there. Will they have cast Breakthrough? That's hard to say. They would have cast Careful Study, so I'm not naming that. They could have Street Wraith. They placed 4 Street Wraith. I think that's worse than Faithless Looting is a card they could have. But do I want to put that in its graveyard? Kind of. Requires them to draw lines by timing, which they would have played. Alright, we're going to name Faithless Looting. I think they would have cast Breakthrough. Nice. And then we're going to play Explorer, name Firestorm, because this is also a way for them to discard cards should they draw just like a generic red mana instead of so we'll get, so we have double green, we have double blue. This can't get the basic plains, so let's do basic plains, basic forest. We're gonna play the island for turn. Let's think. I would just wanted to see if they searched and shuffled in the cards they bottomed off the London Mulligan, but I guess not. So their hand is Golgari Grave Troll. Unenviable. We're going to play, I think Coatl is better to play than Uro. We're a little far away from it. We can't escape next turn anyway. And this gets rid of bridges if they find like a way to put bridges in their graveyard. So I think it's better to hold it for a turn. It is a little bit more mana efficient, but obviously we have a ton of mana and not a ton to do, so okay. I'm going to play the Aluren. They don't get really any benefit out of it, and yeah, I have double green. And if I Luxac into a Recruiter or a Cavern Harpy, or like a Niambi or things like this, it's nice to have it. I did look second to an Niambi, so, you know. We take those. And I am going to do the discard trick just because really all I'm digging for is like... Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Main 2 is fine. Although Oko doesn't do anything. Let's just discard it instead. Okay, so we win. Power of Niambi, much better than Arctic Merfolk. So we get the Cavern Harpy. Cast with Aluren. Pick up this. Cast with Aluren. It looks like they're conceding. Okay. So they play discard. We'll do this. Obviously, the Graveyard Hate is an auto-include. I like the Surgicals. I think I like the Plague Legionnaires. They stop... They stop Icarids, which is nice. This stops looting. We'll bring in 1 swords, I guess. I don't like decays. I don't really like therapies, to be honest. Most of the time, they have discarded what they're doing, you know, by the time. We'll leave in like 1 to maybe pair with Veteran Explorer. Spellseeker is great because it finds Surgical. Oko's kind of bad. Really doesn't do much. And then I will leave in all these. Basically, I'm trying to kill them as fast as possible with the combo. Although if they play the Wisp Mare build, there is some potential for things to go poorly, I will say. I like this because it jumps in the way and kills bridges. Guess we can trim another Astrolabe. What are the last cuts? Definitely not this. Definitely not this because we want to run right away. Maybe 1 Recruiter. I can see that. Alright, we'll just cut all the Astrolabes. I think it's better to have an Explorer just because it is like a roadblock for them sometimes. Okay, I think this is what I want. I could cut a land. Maybe that's better. Well, I already submitted. Yeah, it's kind of everything I want. Explorer, Force, Blue Card, Aluren, Recruiter. Very good hand. They're also on 5. I think Dredge can be tough, but you do just get lucky sometimes with the opponent mulliganing. I definitely got very lucky in both of these games. 4 cards twice in a row. It's very hard to come back from, especially with a Force. I left the 1... I will force this. I left the 1 Cabal Therapy in, again for Explorer, but also just because you play the Spellseeker. So if I really needed to, like this could grab Spellseeker, Spellseeker could grab Therapy, and then I could Therapy something. Obviously, I don't think that's what this game is going to be about. That's a good one. Just gonna play it. Our Singleton Cabal Therapy be damned. Okay, yeah. So very lucky there. Opponent ran very poorly. I think that Dredge is probably a hard matchup. You do have the 4 Graveyard Hate pieces, but like the Graveyard decks are so good at both deploying their game plan very quickly and having answers to your answers between like Cabal Therapy and like Force of Vigor. So definitely got a little lucky there. All in all, turned out really well. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this league. We went 4-1 with one of them being an unfortunate timeout on my end. Definitely something I need to work on when making videos is just like not thinking too long about my plays and focusing on clock too when it's relevant, especially with a deck like this. That being said, very unclear if we would have won Game 2 anyway. We had like about 6 random draw steps to find relevant interaction, which, that's not a lot when you're only digging to like, 5 or 6 outs with some redraws. I'm not sure if I should have played Niambi there. I think so, just because they could have killed Recruiter with their Sword of Fire and Ice. And I think Recruiter, on average, has more utility. The counter argument is that you play more Recruiters and fewer Niambi is a singleton. And, in that game, we did draw an extra one. So, hard to say. I think in general, it's the right play. Hard to know if the other play would have worked out. But obviously the big takeaway is just play faster, especially, if I had time for a Game 3. I think on the play, I'm very favored. But yeah, that was the league. Again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon. Bye, guys.